Hi, my name is Jesse at Trash Panda, and it's day 5 of making 5 discs in 5 days. Today we're gonna push the limits and try something I've wanted to do for a really long time with a special guest. Over the past 5 days, we've tested 5 new recycled plastics, like this one, to celebrate the 5th annual Holiday Used Disc Swap. If you don't already know about the swap, it is a global used disc exchange that is absolutely free, and all you have to do is sign up, give a disc, and get a disc. And today is the last day to register. So if you want to join thousands of disc golfers around the world in spreading the holiday cheer through the love of used discs, then you can grab your spot today at trashpandadiscgolf.com. All right, let's jump into day 5. By now you've seen with our disc recycling program that we do our best to keep all of the discs completely separate, not only according to plastic type, but also by manufacturer and color. And ultimately, as we make discs out of 100% recycled plastic, it's because we want to make the absolute best product we can. But the question definitely still stands, could we just blend a bunch of them together? Like not baseline and premium and Vibram rubber discs, but like exclusively premium plastic from a bunch of different manufacturers. Well, that's what we're gonna find out today. But because we ultimately have to dry premium plastic first, we actually had to start a couple of days ago. And for the final day of 5 discs in 5 days, we didn't want to do it alone. So for this one, I decided to hire some help.
I'm getting paid?
So you actually gave me this idea, but you actually were saying something and I misinterpreted it. What was your idea again?
Dude, I wish I could remember.
Okay, well, dad mode, can't remember. That's fine. We'll give you all the grace in the world. Whatever he had said, I was like, oh, that's such a good idea. Let's do that together.
I remember.
You remember?
Yeah, we would additively like add discs. So you start with one disc that you recycle, or like one type of plastic, and then 2 types, 3 types, 4 types from different companies, and see what they turn into over time.
Oh, and
so that's like the next one we'll do together. That's the next video we'll do together.
Yes, sure. That's just way more work compared to let's just cluster, bunch them all up, and see. So, you want to just go through and choose? Like, I'll let you have full reign over what discs we choose.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot in here. How many discs do we want to pull? You said, how many are you already making?
If we do, basically there will be some trial. So we will have to learn the material and everything like that. Cool. But we also run the risk of it being contaminated, so we don't want to ruin a bunch.
Well, are you sure you won't be picking them then?
100%.
But that's contamination. You don't know what I brought into your warehouse, bro.
So how about 20 to 25 is the goal?
Okay. Do you have any, is there any plastics that might not work together, or is this all basically the same plastic, it just is made in different ways?
That is the whole video. We're not sure, but basically premium from any company, I think you're welcome to mix it in and let's see.
This one's from Infinite, this one's clutch. Really cool looking Anubis that is...
What happened?
It looks like someone heated up a notebook and then put the side of like one of those spiral notebooks from high school on there.
Okay.
I don't know. 25.
Disc number 1. You could organize by color too, because right now this could just be like, do you want to just get all the same color?
Do you want to get all the same color? Is that what you're asking me? This one's from one of my videos. Wait, I remember this one. I think I called it like the ooh or something, and it was from one of the disc recycling videos. We gotta make a new disc out of this. There's actually 20 manufacturers. Well, depends on, we wanted to spice it up, and we got the Trilogy as 3, we got MVP as 3, we got 21 if we include Infinite and Enema, but I mean, to the grinder. Some disc crack goodies, some dogs shoot on Corey Ellis.
That's your first time grinding a disc.
To your knowledge. Next one, Trevor started this process. Shout out Trevor Staub. Unfortunately, he didn't finish grinding it all the way, so we'll have to throw it in there. Woo. Got some Innova beauties. Most of these are probably just gonna be chewed up by dogs. So the look of a dog bite and a human bite, eerily similar. Infinite Disc, shout out Maria Oliva and her Anubis. I have no idea what someone did here. If you're the person who did that, please DM me and get some help. Next up, who would do this to a Supra? It's a finish line disc. So another, I think they have their own independent manufacturing, so it's another company, another plastic. Purple guy, so pretty cool Supra. Dog already started our job for us, so let's finish it. All right, next three, we're gonna have the MVP Axiom family. We got a nice little warped glow reactor. We have a warped, they're either warped or chewed up by dogs. This is a Prism Pyro, I believe, or Proton Pyro. Yep, feels weird. And a streamlined runway. So, I guess it's all of the stable mints from the three companies.
That's crazy.
You guys have known on my channel, Bonanza Disc Golf, we've been doing like a series that's run for a while. We did season 1, we're on season 2 now. And it's with like just a bunch of really random and a lot of times pretty crappy or weird recycled discs. And this is one of the ones from last year. I think I should probably, it's pretty dusty, so I'll wipe that down.
All right. What do you think, dude?
I think this is a great color. It's a lot more clear disc in here than I thought there would be. I thought there'd be more color, but a lot of it is clear.
What color do you think it'll make?
I wish it would just go 1 for 1 like this, but I think it'll probably be, let me get my color theory brain on. I don't know, maybe like a, here, let me pull, I'll pull a disc off the shelf. It's gonna be a 2E. Actually, it's definitely gonna be.
You think it'll be purple?
It's gonna be redder than that. I don't know. It's like a lavenderish guy. I'm gonna stick by this. Maybe foolishly, but I'm gonna stick by it.
All right, so we have to ultimately dry it. So we had Anthony come out a few days early, and now that we've got it done, Tony, see you in a couple days.
See you soon.
All right, he's back admiring yesterday's disc, but this is where we're starting the day, which it looks pretty solid, right?
It does.
What do you think? What color do you
Every
think
time
it's
I see
gonna be?
these multicolored plastics, I just think they're edible, but they're not edible. It's gonna come out brown or something, isn't it?
Hopefully not brown, because yesterday was brown, and we would like to have a more colorful disc today.
Okay.
Are you expecting any kind of issues or problems? Like, what are you thinking going into this?
You think I know what even to expect with this? Honestly, I expect it to run pretty flawlessly because the first time I was here, when we ran some stuff on my channel, it was your first time testing out the redacted plastic, and it came out perfect. So I expect nothing but the best.
You're a pro by now. Yeah.
I don't think it's me, but
I'm most interested in the color.
Yeah.
But there is a chance.
Do you think there's any chance that it stays a little flecked, like speckly, or is it all just gonna be one color?
No, I think there's definitely a chance because they could be different melt temps, so that could do it.
That's what I was gonna say.
I also think there's a chance that it's just fully contaminated and doesn't make a good disc. So,
why would that be the case?
Basically, because we've blended so many different discs together and we don't actually know what's in these plastics, there is a chance it just doesn't work.
This has to be like a Halo one or something.
I was trying to figure out if you were gonna eat it or what was going on there.
I was wondering why it's one little fleck that's two-tone. Confetti cake, maybe? Confetti cake might be good. That's what it looks like there.
Disc Dad holding a Harbor Freight bucket is just on brand.
That's what you gotta do. Just throw it in the hopper?
Yeah.
You didn't even let me do this last time because I was too tiny.
We got a bigger step ladder.
No, you didn't.
All right, so what's in there is 1 hour of runtime. So we have 1 hour to figure this out.
Okay.
You think we could do it?
I don't even know what to think. Do you think it's gonna come out translucent because of the...
I don't know. I have no idea. I think...
Like, genuinely, you have no idea still?
My guess is that it's not translucent, that it blends together and it looks like some kind of star.
Okay.
But I really don't know. I mean, it could.
That's so exciting.
I know.
I love that you're such a pro at this and have been doing it for so long and have produced so many good discs. And we equally know how this is gonna turn out. Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, we're getting some of the new stuff.
It begins.
It begins. It is kind of purpley. This is like plumberry.
Plumberry.
That's the first one. I like the little blue flecks. Does that just mean it's like a different melting point of plastic, like you said?
I think it's too early to tell.
Okay.
Okay, so this one just came off, and it has our first evidence of contamination. So this is what contamination looks like. It's a little bit of like a delamination that the camera is having a very hard time picking up. I think you and I both agree, Kyle. We expected a lot more of that.
Yeah, we have 10 discs on the table, and this is the first one with a really noticeable delamination, so learning more, I guess.
How many did you expect?
35.
Okay, so we're trying to lower the back pressure and get more swirls if we can.
It's working.
As you might remember, well, we don't know if it's working.
I mean, I don't know.
Because it worked on this one, but that might have just been that piece.
Might be
right?
the last piece of glue ever.
Yeah. It obviously has a little bit more swirling going on, especially that blue ring around the outside. So we'll see with the back pressure. We tried this on day one. It did not work, but because of how many different colors are in here, I think this could work.
Don't have it on. This is good.
It's gotta be this.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's so cool.
It's definitely more swirls.
I mean, we could go lower for that. I don't know that you want to.
Low.
I don't know that you get much better.
I don't know anything that I'm saying.
I'd like to be
Yeah, I mean,
Whoa.
come on.
We did not put a lot of blue in here, and there's blue in every disc so far, which is kind of surprising me.
So for some reason, this purple that you can see it right here, it was delaminating and looked like contamination, but now it's not with the lower back pressure. So maybe we were just like too hot, and that means it was just burning. I don't know. Okay, so we just remembered that we put a glow disc in here.
I think we put like 2 glow discs in here.
I hope the camera's doing this justice, because
No way.
That's crazy.
it's like glow dust.
It's like literally
It's like glow
specks.
dust.
Yeah.
This is not the same one that Kyle just had. I pulled like one of the first ones off because we're looking at the lack of swirls versus the new swirls. They all just, the dust seems to be either like the MVP glow reactor or maybe like the K1 glow reco that we put in there.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
So about the dome, they're coming out like this, and then they're getting to be domey guys as they cool. Have you ever thought of like, you know how like smash burgers, you can like hold down a griddle press? Have you ever thought about like what would happen if you just like got a batch, had some of them domey, and then put a griddle press on like half of them just to see if they like kept the flatness or like kind of what happened with that?
You want to try it right now?
Are we making burgers? I do want to try it.
Do it.
Dude.
Whoa.
These are getting out to be really cool.
They're definitely more swirly. So that one, we just need a weight that we can put on top of it. What do you think?
I got you. Excuse me, Mr. Kyle, too.
Honestly, as crazy as that looks, I don't think that's a bad idea.
I'm really interested to see how it comes out.
A few moments later.
Okay, so these are the 2 dunes that we left sitting upright, and the dome is actually pretty normal for a dune. It might even be slightly domier.
It's probably the same, but the super official upside down test.
It is.
This one's a little warm, but it's a little domier. Yep.
So upright is a hair domier. Bodanza, what about this guy?
I think it suctions the table. No.
Oh yeah, it's flat.
Oh yeah,
It's
a little
like-
puddled.
It's got a little puddle, yeah.
I wonder, it's not super warm. I wonder if flipping it over now, if it just like comes out pretty dead flat.
Try it. We'll see.
We will.
Last shot of the day. See if we did this well. And Bodanza could get his first plug. Yep. Right
This
there.
is it. How do I, is it really hot?
Pull it off. No, it won't be hot.
Okay. That is so cool.
You got a plug.
This is so cool. This is my mini for next season.
Oh no. Did you catch it?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is so cool.
Fast hands.
Interesting news about our experiment. The one that I think we need to keep that stool on it overnight because it's just this. This is the flat one. We put 2 weights on it, and it looks like a normal dune.
Weird.
A little flatter.
Wonder if
Honestly,
it flies
a little,
different.
Yeah, definitely still a little flatter, especially in the shoulder. The shoulder seems like it's staying down, but the dome is still popping up.
Weird. Flight test. Let's do this thing.
All right. How do you think they're gonna fly? Like a dune?
Like a dune, I
Yeah.
think. But you know a dune, so you tell me. That kind of looked like a dune.
It looks like a dune, I'd say. Maybe.
Okay, so this is the flat?
It's gonna look like a dune. Like a dune, almost.
Yeah, that just flew like a dune.
Kind of like a dune, maybe.
Crazy.
Like a dune.
So, thoughts?
So in a sense, it's like slightly disappointing because you think, oh, you're putting all the plastics together, something crazy is gonna come out. And that didn't happen. I mean, cool swirls, cool different colors. Definitely kind of looks just like an acai bowl, a little flex. And the glow is the coolest thing. I can't believe it glows like it did.
That was crazy.
But on the other side of a little disappointing that it's not absolutely insane is that I think, and I'm not making these discs all the time, but it's cool for the disc recycling program that when really crappy discs come in, or like not crappy, but like super beat up, like the ones that we put in here, they can turn into really
Great
good
discs.
discs again.
Yeah.
And now there's like a formula to do it, and we just got to kind of mess around and test it, and it worked. I can't believe it worked.
I completely agree. I cannot believe that it worked. And I also think, yes, from the trash Panda side, it's almost not disappointing because they fly like dunes.
Yeah.
It's still a dune. It's still a great disc.
There's 22 plastics in here. So far, I'm 2 for 2 coming into the trash Panda warehouse and having a really nice disc come out the other end with very minimal failure. So
With tests that we did not know whether they would work or
No.
not. So, Tony,
more tests on the way, hopefully.
if you all want to try these for yourselves, there are a very small handful on the website. 3 of them that he just threw will be signed as well, but they'll just be randomly thrown into the orders that come through. And today is the final day to sign up for the holiday used disc swap, so we hope to see you there as well. Tony, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Of course.
You wanna do the outro?
Bye, Panders. See you next time.
All right.
Anyone ever headbutt one in there?
No, OSHA is a thing.
I'm not an employee.